I am Mary Ellen, co-founder of Invana, and welcome to the Local Buzz. And the Local Buzz is a chance for us to promote all the awesome people we have in our network and all the awesome professionals and what they're doing within their communities. And today I am super excited to introduce Kerrie Davis, who is promoting healthy living through Tower Gardens by Juice Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Kerrie, I know, like I said earlier, my husband and I, we're super into eating healthy, and we want to take that next step into growing our own food, per se. So before we dive into that, can you just give us a quick intro on who you are, why, healthy living and Tower Gardens are your passion, and kind of give us a little bit about who you are.
Totally. Well, I'm a transplant to Arizona. I came from Oregon. And I had kind of a health challenge in 2010, and I was introduced into making some simple changes that completely changed my lifestyle. And at the time, I was a foster parent, and I had a lot of teenagers in my house, and I was trying to feed them healthy. And I found it real challenging to be able to get enough food. If I was throwing out produce, it was going to waste, or the kids didn't know what it was. They wouldn't eat it, and I was just really challenged. And in 2012, I was introduced to these Tower Gardens, which is a vertical growing system without soil. And when I first saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, we're going to save the planet. That was one. And then the second thought was, I can feed all these kids, because they were all teenagers. And you know how teenagers eat, right? And so I got real passionate about growing these Tower Gardens. And then when I saw the transformation, because most kids in care, honestly, they come in with a host of traumatic problems, and the state usually medicates them. So it's real normal for kids to come into care with about 16 different medications. Just by feeding them really well, really good, nutritious food, I would say the vast majority of those kids was able to come off a lot of those medications. Mm-hmm. Behaviors improved, focus got better, schoolwork got better, less outbursts, and it was because their bodies and their minds were being fed. And I honestly, when I saw the transformation, I thought, wow, that's when the realization of food is powerful. I mean, that, and it can heal our bodies. That's when so the passion was really lit up then. So I've been a passionate Tower Garden grower ever since.
So you said 2012
right.
is when you discovered the Tower Gardens. So, like, what's kind of the evolution of them? Like, they came around, they've gotten better, the system is now mobile. Do you see these as a way to not only enhance, but maybe replace traditional gardens for, like you said, because you can produce so much awesome food from one Tower Garden?
Right. Well, part of the challenge I think that we're all facing is our soils are being depleted. So broccoli today is not the same broccoli as it was 30 years ago. It's being trucked, it's being sprayed. People are concerned about food safety. And so these totally make sense. And the guy that actually developed them was a gentleman who ran, he was actually the director of the land at the Epcot Center, the big hydroponic gardens. Right. And so he saw the vision of aeroponic vertical growing systems. And then he thought, I wonder if we can roll this out to consumers. So he's the one that actually developed a consumer model, brought it out in 2012. And and he partnered with our company because our company's all about whole food nutrition. It made sense to him. And so we have been now partnering with him. He's actually the director of our technology area. And it's just, the evolution is just, it's gotten more improvements and more changes, and it's made it really very doable for people to grow virtual 365 days a year. It's been pretty incredible. Yeah. Well, and I think the reason that it makes sense for a lot of people is go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Do we have a delay? Part of the reason I think it makes sense for people is people are living in smaller areas. Besides our soils being depleted, they want to have fresh, nutritious food at their table. On one system, you can grow up to 28 different plants in about a 2.5 foot area. It's incredible. Like, you can literally, well, I have one in my fifth wheel.
Hmm.
So you can imagine how small of a space that is. Yeah.
Well, with that said, so here in Arizona, it's really hot. So what you're saying is you can actually grow inside your home.
Right. Right.
I would assume as long as you have good, light source in that
Well,
area, would you say?
right. Well, they have two different kinds of tower gardens, and one is called a tower garden flex, and one is called a tower garden home. The tower garden home is really designed to be inside. It comes with lights, LED lights. It's a
Uh-huh.
little smaller. It's about a 13-gallon tank, has a water meter, has wheels that are built in, and I can actually show you. Let's see, since I'm new to this technology, we're going to try this. Okay, so here is a tower garden home. And this is growing 32 different plants. Now, this tower is designed for really like salads. So your lettuces, I'm going to show you a close up. Like, look how beautiful they are.
Wow.
Lettuces, basil, Swiss chard, there's Swiss chard, and microgreens. So all
Uh-huh.
these are microgreens. I've probably harvested at least 5 times on these microgreens, and I need to do it again tonight. We're having a big salad. And so this is really designed for people that have really small spaces and they want to grow inside all year long. This will do it. Now, having said that, I'm going to take you outside and let's see if I'm, whoops, let's see if I'm back. I'm back. I'm going to show you the outside ones because I think it's important for you to see the flexibility of these. So the outside towers are called the Tower Garden Flex. And the Tower Garden Flex is a bigger tank. See, it's a little
Oh,
bit bigger. This is an all strawberry tower. So you can grow on towers, you can grow anything that's not a root vegetable. So here's cantaloupe. Here's a eggplant. Look at all the peppers. So you can grow anything that is not a root vegetable. Look how beautiful that basil is. Here's green onions. Pretty fun.
So like you
Swiss
said, I
chard.
mean, veggies, leafy greens, fruits, like you said,
Right.
berries. So
There
literally,
is, yeah, here's a zucchini down here. And I'm literally, I'm growing some little tomato starts. And so this is how we
oh,
grow them. Aren't they?
uh-huh.
They're cute. You put them in rock wool and you put the little seed in there. You can grow your own. And we are pretty blessed here in Arizona and throughout different areas of the country because I literally have tower garden growers everywhere. There are tower garden seedling providers where you can actually order your seedlings and just have them shipped to you.
And so
So,
the outside, I mean, it's 100+ degrees today,
right,
and
right,
you are able to grow a tower garden outside,
right.
no
So
problem.
it's a little bit more challenging, I think, when it's 110, 114. But literally, what we do is we give it sunshine all morning. Gets to be around noon. We put our awning out to shade them. So if you have a place that provides shade, we have them on dollies so they're not sitting on cement. And sometime in the afternoon around 2, I drop a couple of frozen water bottles in the water just to cool the temp down a little bit. And then yeah, it's it's just there. I mean, it's so much easier. So I'm growing throughout the summer, but here in Arizona, literally you're growing from 1st of September all the way through the end of May, first part of June, really easily. And then you can decide, you know what, I'm going to break it down, or I'm going to have some fun with it this summer, and I'm going to continue to grow because there are definitely vegetables and fruit that grow in hot weather.
Yeah.
So, I have people growing in Alaska. So
Well,
there's,
and that's where those indoor, the indoor ones
yeah,
can really come into play because either if you have snow or if you have
right,
excess heat,
right,
you can grow year round with that
right.
indoor tower garden.
Hmm. Yeah, that has really changed uh, a lot of people's lives in terms of what they're going to provide for their family. The only thing with an indoor tower, growing inside is the bigger vegetables. It doesn't have a support cage because bigger vegetables really do get big. Tomatoes, cantaloupes, zucchini, they get some big leaves on those guys.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So who should buy a tower garden? I know we talked about like big families. In your case, you had a big family, so you needed to feed a lot of kids.
Hmm.
But other than that, like people like my husband and I, we are still a good fit because we want to eat healthy.
Right,
So it's really a good range from people with big families who just need to produce a lot of food, to maybe smaller families who want to have that extra nutritional value, and then
right,
everyone in between.
right. Yeah, I think anyone benefits from providing good, nutritious food on their table every single day. When I had the kids, I think I had 4 towers, maybe possibly 5 because I had teenagers. I have 3 down here, but you know what's nice about even the 3 is that I can have one whole tower that's strawberries. I can have one whole tower that's vegetables and big plants. And then I have all that beautiful lettuce and salad stuff on the inside of my 5th wheel with all the microgreens. So we have a variety. We rarely go to the store.
Hmm.
Rarely.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, if
Yeah.
people are, people who are listening and they're like, oh my God, I need to learn more. I want a tower garden. How can they reach out to you to, get that information that they're looking for? What's the best way to get a hold of you, Kerrie?
Yeah, the best way is by text or phone, and you can go to 541-944-7896. And I will give you my website. It's Kerrie Davis, and it's actually KerrieDavis at towergarden.com.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Kerrie, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on the local buzz. Thank you for sharing, not only telling us about tower
Mm,
gardens, but actually seeing your tower gardens in action. And the fact that you can do it inside and outside, you can grow, oh my gosh, the sky's the limit, except for root vegetables. It's
right.
amazing what you can do with those. So again, Kerrie, thank you for being a part of the Vivana community and sharing your passion with us of
Thank
Tower
you.
Gardens by Juice Plus and also just healthy living in general.
Right, right. Thank you for having me
Thank
on.
you. Thank you, Kerrie.